Oh hi, thanks for watching my video. Been really getting into making more lore videos at the moment. Don't know if you've noticed, but I thought I'd make another one. I've referenced The Sims 2 in many of my videos, probably because it's my favourite Sims game, but in my other videos I've spoken more about Bella Goth and the townies in Pleasantview, so today I thought I'd uncover the storyline of the other town that often gets overlooked, Veronaville. A town named after Verona, the setting for Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. The neighbourhood is heavily influenced by this play and even has a Sims version of the characters. Veronaville is a large neighbourhood divided by two families, the Montys and the Capps, based on the Montagues and the Capulets. The families are rival enemies and live as far apart from each other as possible, with a river flowing in between their homes. The basic premise of Veronaville's storyline is the same as Romeo and Juliet. The Montys and the Capps despise each other, but Juliet Capp and Romeo Monty, two teens from the rival families, have fallen in love with each other, much to their family's despair. But the story goes a bit deeper than just that, so let's start with the Capp family. There are three Capp families in Veronaville, two in the family bin and the main one in the neighbourhood. The neighbourhood household consists of elder Sim Consort Capp and his three grandchildren, Juliet, Hermia and Tybalt. Consort has 4 children with his deceased wife Contessa. They're called Goneril, Reagan, Kent and Cordelia. Apologies in advance if I mispronounce any of these names. Consort's bio reads, Consort Capp was once associates with a Patricio Monty, but what led to the end of their relationship, and can it now be salvaged? A quick scan through the memories reveals that the 3 grandchildren living with Consort lost both their parents and are being cared for solely by their grandfather. Juliet seems to be the oldest of the children, as she has a memory of growing up well before her parents died. Hermia and Tybalt, however, have memories of growing up badly after their parents' death, so this tells us that they are likely younger than Juliet, and it also highlights that Consort is probably not the best at bringing children up well. Their mother and father died in a fire before The Sims 2 is set. Their grandmother Contessa's bio suggests that Cordelia, the mother of the children, was against the feud between the families and wanted to sort things out for the sake of their daughter Juliet. Juliet's bio reads, Juliet loves her family and wants to please them, but her feelings for Romeo are undeniable. Can she make her family proud and make herself happy as well? Juliet and her sister Hermia are very good friends, but their brother Tybalt doesn't have a great relationship with his sisters, and he's also the only child to have a friendship with their grandfather. This is probably because he shares his grandfather's hatred for the Montys. His bio reads, outspoken but surly, Tybalt is proud to carry the Capp name. Will his pride and hatred of the Montys ruin his sister Juliet's chance for happiness with Romeo? Juliet and Hermia are the only ones with the family aspiration. Tybalt has the popularity aspiration, and Consort is driven by money. Hermia's bio reads, Hermia is smart but on the shy side. She often wonders what rock her brother Tybalt crawled out from under. Hermia also has a little crush on Mercutio Monty, Romeo's brother. But she is more interested in another townie, Puck Summerdream, as she wants to have her first kiss with him and go steady with him. Most of the Capps have a bad relationship with the Monty family. Consort in particular is enemies with Patricio Monty. If you look through Consort's memories, you can see that Patricio Monty was once a friend of his. However, sometime after Consort met his future wife Contessa, he fell out with Patricio. It's unclear at this point the reason for the falling out, but the pieces quickly come together when you look at things from Patricio's side of things, which we'll come back to soon. When you first start playing in The Sims 2 in the Capp household, Romeo Monty will come over and Juliet will want to go steady with him. Consort and Tybalt will be incredibly hostile towards Romeo, and Tybalt will likely start a fight with him. Before we move on to the Monty household, let's touch on the rest of the Capp family. Consort and Contessa's oldest daughter, Goneril, can be found in the family bin with her husband Albany and 4 children, Miranda, Hal, Desdemona and Ariel. Goneril has enough skills to be at level 7 in the business career, and her bio indicates that she doesn't have the best relationship with her husband. She believes he only married her for her money and to have children. Regan Capp is the second daughter of Consort and Contessa. She can also be found in the family bin with her husband Cornwall. The two don't have any children together, and similarly to the older sister, she also isn't in the happiest of marriages, suggesting both marriages were likely arranged. Regan and her husband both want to have successful careers, and if you play as them, you'll need to put in some work to have them fall in love. The third child, Kent, lives with his sister Regan and brother-in-law. He's the black sheep of the family, and he's single. He's enemies with Patricio and Isabella Monty, but he does get on well with Bianca Monty, his enemy's daughter, much to the disappointment of his family. Now let's move on to the Monty family. 2 Monty households are in the family bin, and 1 is placed in the neighbourhood. The neighbourhood household consists of Patricio, his wife Isabella, and their 2 grandsons, Romeo and Mercutio. Things weren't always sour between the Montys and the Capps. Patricio actually used to be best friends with his business partner, Consort Capp. Patricio's bio states, through his hard work, Patricio has become the Don of llama ranching, but will his grudge against Consort Capp prevent him from enjoying his legacy? According to Patricio Monty's memories, he was in a relationship with Contessa, but when he introduced her to his old pal Consort, things suddenly turned sour. Going by what we know happens in the future, Consort steals Patricio's girl, and not long after that, Patricio loses his career. So from Patricio's point of view, Consort was the reason for his life falling apart. The family bio also mentions a broken promise by Consort. Over time though, Patricia moved on and married Isabella. The pair had 3 children together, Bianca, Antonio and Claudio. Claudio is the deceased father of Romeo and Mercutio and the husband of the boy's mother Olivia Monty, who died whilst pregnant with their 3rd child. Bianca is the oldest child and can be found as a single sim in the family bin. She wants to find love and start a family of her own. She's friends with Kent Capp, and it suggests that she kind of hopes things take a romantic turn with him. She's also friends with another townie, Titania Summerdream, who also has a thing for Kent. If Titania gets together with Kent, Bianca will become her enemy. And their 3rd child, Antonio, lives with his 2 children, twins Beatrice and Benedict. He's a widowed sim to Hero Monty. Hero died under mysterious circumstances, and some believe it was related to the feud between the Montys and the Capps. Antonio's bio reads, committed to his children, Antonio is determined to get to the bottom of his wife Hero's death, and what will be his role in the family feud that may have cost him his one true love. According to Romeo's memories, his parents died fairly recently, as he had already had his first kiss with Juliet when they passed, so he must have been at least a teenager. Romeo's bio states, naturally charismatic and handsome, Romeo's on his way to becoming quite the heartbreaker. Will he meet his match in Juliet? Romeo isn't the only Monty interested in forbidden love. I mentioned earlier that Hermia has a crush on Mercutio, and the feeling is mutual. His relationship panel shows that he's also interested in a slice of that pie. Mercutio's bio states, good-natured and warm, Mercutio is the joker of the family. Can his good humour smooth the feuding family's ruffled feathers? It goes without saying that the love between Romeo and Juliet is frowned upon in the Monty household as well as the Capps, as Patricio clearly still holds quite the grudge towards Consort. Isabella doesn't have any negative memories or anything in her bio suggesting a reason for her beef with the Capps, but she does have a negative relationship with them, assuming it's simply just in support of her husband. If you start playing as the Monty household, Romeo will have a desire to call Juliet and invite her over for a makeout session. After they kiss, Mercutio will go over and insult Juliet. Tybalt then turns up and starts a fight with Mercutio. Once you play through the mapped scenarios in the beginning, it's up to you to decide where you take things with the Capps and the Montys. Will you decide to keep the rivalry going, or will you help them build bridges? But the neighbourhood of Veronaville isn't just the Capps and the Montys, there is also the Summerdream family. Titania Summerdream lives with her partner Oberon and his 2 children Puck and Bottom. She's taken the children on as her own though, and is now their adoptive mother. Despite being in a relationship with Oberon, Titania does have feelings for Kent Capp. It's up to you as the player if you want to do anything about that. When you start playing the game as the Summerdream family, they're in the middle of a house party full of the town's characters. Puck will have a want to go over and kiss Hermia Capp, but before he does, a fight will likely break out between Mercutio and Tybalt, and after Hermia and Puck kiss, if you go for that option, Mercutio will run over and slap Hermia for cheating on him. So it seems whichever family you start with, there will always be a nice trail of drama laid out for you. And this is the story of the townies of Veronaville. What happens next? You decide. I'd love to know in the comments if you've played in Veronaville before and what was the outcome of your game. But for now, that's it from me. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like these history lessons, do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.